Welcome to Kyalami in this week's touring car race. Today we have a long race ahead of us, 30 minutes in total length. But don't let that put you off. We're going to come over to the right hand side of the track here, let everybody pass because this is a full lobby, which means nothing but pure fun. Absolutely brilliant really, because Slow Stig I think also wanted to join in on last to wherever I end up finishing really. Braking just after the 100 board here, just braking early, letting the chaos develop, and it develops spectacularly with everybody here going off track. Now you've got to watch out for those three cars battling each other on the left hand side there, making sure they don't get taken out. One driver is rocking the Red Bull livery, which we all know is a stay away zone really, let's be honest. Red Bull livery doesn't exactly scream safety. We'll come up the inside here, making that beautiful move work. We have gained quite a few places up to now and added two more. Way steady. That was very... What are you doing? Duke, move over. Yeah, that isn't a friendly driving, Duke. Sending it up the corner and then smashing us all off the track and then holding them off the track. Not friendly driving, my friend. Not friendly driving. Especially when there's no excuse because you have no one to your left hand side. Never mind, Slow Stig has managed to regain that position. I'm going to look up the inside here, try regain the position from Slow Stig on my right hand side. I've raced Slow Stig many times before, and we do have a very good race together. Although in this race we do have a little bit of a moment, but that will be further down the line. Sending it down here now, braking at the 100 board, breaking down the second gear, Slow Stig up the inside here. We're side by side through this corner. See, it can be done. And away we go. Slow Stig backs off, tucks in behind me, and I'm right up behind Duke here right now. Going to be looking to make a move here, go up the inside, but Duke moves over and I would say very lately defends the corner or blocks the corner, whichever you want to see it. Either way, the door was swiftly closed with physical contact. Not the best of moves, but we did get a much better exit from that corner than they did, so we can send it down this back straight and away we go. Braking down to second gear, gonna park it pretty much on the apex so nobody can get by and accelerating out the other side. There we go. Look at that start of lap 2, catching up to LMC up in front. Wow, that poor Hyundai managed to visit every pixel on that wall on the left hand side there. Braking at the 100 board here, down to second gears, hoping they may... That's it. Perfectly off the line, accelerating out the other side. Slow Stig is on the inside of me there. Oh, no, they've come back out now. Up the hill we go, braking down the second gear, turning in, and then kissing the curb on the left hand side. There we go, and onto the dodgy part of the right hand side there. Be careful of that because it can really upset your car. Now you can see I've chosen to go for hard tyres. It is a long race, 30 minutes of length, and the idea is to go hard tyres as long as I can whilst going off track. Not too Whoa, what happened there? I got a small time gain of a 0.40 seconds, but what happened to Slow Stig? I didn't contact them. The game says I never contacted them. So was there contact because they flung over to the right hand side there? Slow Stig, if that was me, sorry about that. Braking down to second gear. Slow Stig didn't brake and give me a right kiss up the backside. Probably because of the situation we had before, mate. Who knows? Or it's because of the Audi behind them. Who knows? It happened. Nobody was put off track really. We're going to be making a beautiful move between the two Hyundais here like a glove, and that is 2 positions gained right there as well. We're now on the top 10 and we're just coming up to the back end of lap 4, which is really good overall. Coming down here, we want to be flat out catching up to EXD Diablo up in front, who, yeah, is in a Subaru Levorg of all cars. Braking at 100 board, down to second gear, the little fart can does manage to make a better move than myself. Presumably they're on soft tyres, or maybe medium tyres, who knows, but yeah, their braking effort was far better than mine. And they go off into the pit, so that was totally worth it. Breaking down to second gear and accelerating out to the side. We have Wallace behind, who is rocking the 2-second penalty already. It goes to show, really, because as we're coming down here, Wallace is... yeah, there's no way to describe him, but they're in a Red Bull livery car, so that is enough said. Let's be honest. Braking at 100 board, down second gear, the rear end me, coming through this corner, then they batter me through the corner and out the other side, because that is how a Red Bull livery car gains a position. Not cleanly. Braking down second gear, turning in and kissing the curb and accelerating out the other side. Away we go. Wallace is now rocking a 2.5 second penalty. So I have a plan here. I'm going to keep them to the outside, have the inside of this corner, and there we go. They sent it, and they're going to go absolutely off track and then come back on. And then the fart can decides to shoot up the inside. The Red Bull livery car smashes into the fart can smashes into me, and I go off track. Because again, a Red Bull livery car can't drive cleanly. And Slow Stig managed to gain that position. So yeah, I need to get past Slow Stig again. Me and Slow Stig we are having a great race together. It's really nice to see that we are on par with somebody else. I think Wallace has gone into the pits quite early. We'll start at end of lap 5. Were the medium tyres not lasted that long? Or were they on absolutely wrecked soft tyres? Who cares, they're out of the way. Anyway, coming down here now, we'll be flat out, really right up behind the Honda Civic. I'm going to brake a little bit earlier because a bit of dirty air behind that car. I'm going to just get vacuumed in. I don't want to rear end Slow Stig again. Ooh, that was a bit brave, rocking it over that line there. Accelerating up the hill we go. Touched down the second gear, going up the inside. Slow Stig ended up having a bit of tail out happiness right there. Thus, I was able to capitalize upon it. Coming down here now, we are now 1.3 seconds away from Gabri, who is up in front in the fart can, as my rear end also steps out. I think what it is me and Slow Stig are showing each other how to drift through a corner in a TCR car. And it is capable to be done. And just like that, we went beside each other. I had to say sorry here, because I hit the gravel on the inside and I ended up bashing into the Slow Stig. But it can be done too wide through that corner when you're both courteous of each other. Just don't hit the gravel like I did and you won't plow into the car beside you. I was uncontrollably crashing. But thankfully I surrendered that position back to Slow Stig, because I thought, yeah, I didn't want them thinking that it was a purposeful move. With the not so good exit from Slow Stig, I'm going to go left and pretty much power down this hill. Tyres are looking pretty good at the moment. They're still in one piece, which is a good sign. Braking at 100 board here. Down second gear, I'm going to park it on the apex. There it is. Keep them to the outside and accelerating it out of this corner. Again, I want to keep them to the outside of this next section here and have the inside line brake in there. I'm not too sure why Gabri handbrake turned their car. It is easy to make a mistake there, though. Sometimes you come in a little bit too hot and you've got to try and recover yourself. But handbraking obviously seemed to work for them. Coming around this corner now, kiss of the curb on the right, powering on as you're halfway through that corner, bring it back over the right, braking as the tarmac goes a little bit darker, just after the 50 board there, kiss of the curb on the left, accelerating out the other side. Now just need to make a move on Gabri up in front, who is rocking a 0.5 second penalty. That was actually a little bit close to the back end then. Thankfully no contact was made. And away we go. Now we're going to go do the inside move here. Braking down to second gear. Gabri pulled the handbrake up again. It's sort of like they knew my move. Gabri, if you're viewing, you know my move of the inside. That is naughty blocking off. Well played though. If you've seen it and you know what my move is like, yeah, they're well played. So brake it down second gear, turning in, kissing the curb, and accelerating the side. If you don't know my move, I love sending up the inside there, parking it on that apex, and then coming out that corner. It's kind of a cut-through move there. Cut-through move, really, let's be honest. Braking at the second gear here, and going around this corner now. Coming out of this corner, actually, we had quite a good run there. There we go. We've got a few little ripples on the right side there, so someone's obviously been door-banging poor Gabri there. But coming down here now, we are neck and neck. who's going to have the better brakes, braking at 100 board here, again parking it on this corner, accepting out to the side. Could have got through a little bit faster. I think Gabri may have the move. No, they do not. So I'll be braking here down in second gear. I'm going to do a little switch and accept out to the side. I didn't get on the power quick enough. I sort of wasn't expecting them to dive then. It was a 50-50 chance of whether they're going to do it, and it wasn't close enough I would assess that they could do it, and I wasn't far enough away. But we managed to overtake them again. I'm going to have the inside line of the S's coming up, and that is perfect for us because that's where we want to be, really. Have the front row seat of this section now, because you break it at the curb on the right, kiss on this curb, bring it onto the curb on the right, use it to help you rotate the car, flat out up the hill we go. And you get a really good run out. As you can see now, with 0.4 seconds away from Gabri behind. Yeah, I'm going to park it on that apex, turning in, making sure nobody can sniff up the inside, and accelerating out of the corner. Braking just after the 100 board here, down second gear. Gabri does a lunge up the inside. We're side by side through this corner, tiny bit of a kiss there, and away we go. Up the hill we are. And right, this is where we're going to make our switcheroo move. You go up there. There we are. Beautifully done. And a little kiss on the way out. Beautiful move right there. And if you love that move, don't forget to hit that like button down below. Also, while we have a little bit of breathing space, I'd like to take a moment out to thank our channel members, which are Jeffrey Anderson, Andy Good, Sigmatic, DMC Motorsport, Daniel Adams, Crazy 8, AK47, and Sapphire. Thank you guys ever so much for supporting the channel. And if you enjoy what you're watching here, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, why not become a channel member yourself? Just hit that join button down below. Let's get back to the race. Looking at the tyres now, we are minor wear on the fronts, which means we may get one more lap out of these tyres before they end up being on to moderate wear. Yeah, and I think that's going to be the play here, because I'm trying to work out the maths here. So we're going to go from the end of lap 9 to start of lap 10. And start of lap 10, we're going to have 7 laps to complete, and that is not going to be long enough for soft tyres. And if we go at the end of lap 10 to start of lap 11, we're still not going to have enough time on those soft tyres, so it's going to be hard to medium no matter what. We are coming out the pits. Where are we? Space Orphan, that's P9, EXD Diablo, Gabri. Oh, Gabri, I think he's making a move. I see I'm going to stay on the left-hand side of this line here. I did drift over, but I didn't cross it too much. And away we go down to second gear. Oh my gosh, we got a friend behind us, Wallace, who has managed to find another second on that penalty from previously. 3.5 seconds in total right now. So I really want to get in front of Gabri and get away from Mr. Nutjob behind. Or it could be Mrs. Nutjob. You never know. Just a Nutjob behind. Accelerating out here now. We are on these lovely fresh medium tyres that really are gripping exceptionally well, which means confidence is rising, and I'm going to see if I can make a move. So EXD Diablo was a little bit squirrely coming out the corner. We have Gabri making a move, so this is going to give you a little bit contactful through here. Yeah, a bit of kissing left to right. I'm going to follow Gabri through and gain that position. Coming up to the top of this hill now. Gabri's going to again corner off. Whoops. Yeah, a little bit of dirty air there. I should have braked a little bit earlier there, and Gabri's brakes definitely work better than mine. That's all I can say on that note. Sorry, Gabri. Okay, let's try again, and let's see if we can make this move work. Flat out down here, braking just after the 100 board, down to second gear, rolling off the brakes and accelerating out the corner. We have Space, I forgot the name, Space something up in front, in the base livery Honda Civic. And Gabri is making a move. He's going for it. He's going sandcastle building and then crashing into the Honda Civic to the right. Yeah, that was very clumsy. And as it's very clumsy, them two are now battling each other, which is going to slow them down. So I'm going to keep to the hang on the left and let them fight it out, thus slowing them down, thus letting me get past, thus I'm faster. Braking at the 100 board, there's a lot of thuses there. And turning in, parking it pretty much on the apex, so they cannot make a move work here. Accelerating out this corner now. We are in position 8. Braking the triangle on the left. Accelerating out this other side. 3.2 seconds away from the car up in front. So let's hope we can make this work. 3.2 seconds away. We have lap 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 to go. I think we made 3.1 seconds away. I wonder. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you reckon I'm going to be able to catch up to these cars up in front and make a position work? Actually, also on top of that, let me know your predictions down in the comments below. What position do you think I'm going to finish at the end of this race? Oh, where can we make this move? Where can we make this move? Braking down second gear, turning in. And then there we go. Right, here's our chance now. Accelerating out the other side. We are lapping position 22 there. Glad to see them still in the race. So there's still 22 people left in this race. Going around this corner now, squeezing them and making sure they kind of back out, kind of putting the pressure on there and accelerating out the side, braking down to second gear here. And that is one position gain. We are now up to P6. We just need to make, well, find 5.4 seconds to the cars up in front. Coming up to the end of lap 15. We are really right up behind CLS Fan in the Lavorg, which is nice to see. Another Lavorg at the racetrack is always good. Hopefully the Lavorg is now a little bit more competitive than what it once was. Let me know down in the comments below. Braking down the second gear here. They're going really tight into this corner. We're going to accelerate to the other side. Hopefully have a bit of a better run out of this corner. Yes, that is that position gain. We are now up to position 5. We just need to catch up to Mark up in front, who is 0.6 seconds away. It is our final lap, guys. We've really got to make this work. Braking down second gear here, turning in. Mark was skidding into that corner there, so hopefully that's a sign of worn tires or pressure's on. Who knows? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe there's a bit of pressure there. Maybe it's a bit of both. But let's hope we can make this move work. Now, we need to try and create a situation. So they're going to go out here. So I'm going to go to the right. Fake that I'm going to stick my nose in. Hopefully that puts them off balance like it has done. I'm going to swoop up the inside here and make that position work. Braking at the darker part of the curb. Hopefully they go a little bit deep. There we go. Up the inside of this curb. And we're going to have the inside of the S's coming up now. Which is exactly what we wanted. Perfect. Because you've got the inside of these S's here. You're pretty much ruling this section of the track because of how much room you need. Thus, we have a straight run to the top. Bearing in mind, though, we do have a 0.6 second penalty, so I do need to make sure that I am, at the end of the race, wow, it suddenly got dark, 0.6 seconds ahead of them. And at the moment, we are 1 second ahead of them right now, which is absolutely brilliant news. Flat out down here. Looking at the 100 ball on the left hand side, and I think looking at the tires now, they're about 45% worn. I think it was a perfect time to pit when we did. We maximized the use of these tires as best as we could, and we made it work, guys. Absolutely brilliant. And this race was absolutely insane. One of the best races I've had in a long time. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below as we cross that finish line in position 4. 1.7 second lead from the cars behind. Absolutely golden nugget. How far away from the cars up in front? Wow, we are 14 seconds away from Deck in position 3 in the Audi. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Goodbye.